So I'm a bit excited because I figured out how to use this. I have been a Laura Mercier fan, like a real fan, for years, because every time I got into a different type of setting powder, it just didn't do. I always blamed it on it not being like finely milled enough, like it was too sandy, it was the wrong color. But as I just learned, not everything's the same. You can't use everything the same. I have a problem with creasing down below. I do like the faux filter effect when I put on makeup. So I'm an avid user of setting powder. And like I said, Laura Mercier has been my go-to. But with that said, let me stop rambling. Let's get into how I'm using this now. So first, of course, I'm going to moisturize with my Yensa Eye Moisturizer. My face is washed. Put a little under there. I always hydrate. Hydrate your skin before putting on makeup. Like that's the key. The key to having an amazing, flawless face, you need to moisturize. So I've been loving this lately. This is the Pink Lotus Moisturizing Renewal Cream. I went into this in one of my videos recently, so I'll link it down below if you do want to watch it. But I have been using this for a good while now, and I'm loving it. And I do pair it with my Yensa Silk Finish Foundation. Let's do a half a squirt on each cheek. I do just kind of minimal foundation, especially when I'm about to wear concealer, because I don't want things to be too chunky. I still want to look like fresh in the face. Like I don't want the Instagram look today. I'll do that another day. But key also when using this translucent powder, I just lost the word. Do not put foundation up here. Foundation only goes this high. Like you don't need to go up. We don't need a lot of product under our eyes. We just want the least, and we don't want to look cakey. No cakiness. Oh, I love this foundation. So next I'm going with my concealer. I don't want it to be too light. I do want my eyes to pop, and I guess a little tad bit light under my eyes, but not too much, because this powder is on the translucent level. I believe it's like honey-esque. Yeah, it's banana yellow, but it's still, for my skin tone, a little bit translucent. I don't want to look ashy under my eyes. So this is how I mark my face with my concealer. I let this dry down for a minute. I let the concealer dry down so that it doesn't move, just plain and simple. I don't want it to move. I want it to stay on my face. I don't want it to thin out too much. I want to keep my concealer looking as bright as it is right now. So what I do is I take a flat brush and I just tap it down my nose, kind of like a reverse nose contour in a way. And then take that excess and then bring it under my under eye. I do, cause like I have like, what do you call that? Like some people have flat bottom eyelids. I do have like, not a fold, but like you could tell where my eyeball begins and starts. So I tap right under my lash line, and then I just take it out. Gave myself a lifted cheek, and now I'm just going to fan or feather everything out, just so we look nice and blended. I like how that looks. Once again on this side, little reverse contour down the nose, pretty much just thinning out the concealer, tapping it out under my eye, tapping it under my lower lash line, and then continuing it onto the high point of my cheek. Finally, just feathering it out. Higher cheekbone, we got our nose more snatched, and then I'm going to give myself a little bit of an extra chin with what's left and also blend in my forehead. Yep. Quickly, I'm going to go in and kind of contour just a little bit. Move that up into my cheek to like, we are like, look at that. No filler. We're just naturally high cheekbone all of a sudden. Once again, over here, sweep up whatever's left over on the brush, down the nose, just to blend that concealer in with our foundation. And of course, you gotta snatch the jawline. Now on to the main event, the LA Girl setting powder. This setting powder is a great price. I'll put it up here. I have been trying to work with this for years because it is a great price. They have really, really good products. I love their liners, I love their concealers, I love even their highlighters. But this has been tricking me for years. I've always seen people use it with a beauty blender or just like tapping it into their face, or I don't know, other ways. It came with like a little, what do you call that? A little powder puff in there. I tried that, it did not work. It was like everything just clumped under here. I was like, maybe I didn't let the concealer dry long enough, but I've used other products and they didn't clump. So I was like, what is wrong with this? So one day I went on a trip. I didn't have a beauty blender and I was like, man, this is all I have. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just try using with a brush. I am so about brushes, it's crazy. So I use what I normally use as my contouring brush to set this on my face, and let me tell you how it worked so well. So what I did, I opened it, and if you buy this, it comes with like the little thing that has all the holes in it. I took that off, took it right off. And what I did, let me put this back on. It was all by accident. I had tipped it over, and after I took that little thing that controls how much powder you use in it, I tipped it over, it fell on the floor, and so only a little bit of powder was left in the cap. So I was like, if I'm gonna use this, maybe I should just start off subtly because I don't want to scare anybody at the place I had to go to. So what I figured is when I dropped it, some of it came off the cap. So I flip it over now. So now what I do is I flip it over, I tap it like this, so whatever's stuck on the cap can just fall back into the bin. I take it off, and then only this much is left in the cap, just like not even enough to really move. It's just stuck to the plastic. Took the brush, tapped it in here, tapped it right in there. So only about this was left on the brush. And what I did was I just started subtly down my nose. It does like leave just a little bit, right? You can see some of it flying off. And then I went right under my eye like this and just tapped it out. And I was like, there's no caking. I can still kind of like move it. It still looks like skin. Is this how you use it? I'm not as like creased down here, and I just kept going back in it and just hidden my creases. It was like, that type of moment. I got so many compliments on my makeup that night. So many freaking compliments. So this is just all I do. Once again, it might take too long, I don't know, but I feel like it's worth it, especially for the price. Tap it, shake it, tap it again. I only have this much in the top. Get my thick fluffy brush, my contouring brush, and tap it in there. Work on the nose. That lets me know how much is in there. If I need to like tap it off a little bit, I can, but there's not too much. And then work all the way over. Just like lightly tap. You're not even moving your makeup, you're just tapping so that you're leaving it on your face. And look at that. It's like I have a filter in real life. A whole filter in real life. Like, I'm not as greasy, but like I still have skin, and now I'm in love with this product. Like, I'm so in love with this product. The price point's great, the color is great, and I'm not creasing. It sets beautifully. It sets so nice. Let's hide those creases. Okay, so it's probably gonna take me about 10 minutes to finish getting dressed, lashes, lips. I'm gonna just like bronze my face a little bit because I did contour, and I will be right back. All right, makeup is done. I am super pleased with how this works. I am so happy I figured it out. Maybe we don't have to do all the tapping, but this is how and what I have been doing for the past week, and I'm in love with it. It soaks into the skin nicely. I definitely encourage you to hydrate before you apply this. I feel like that's also a good key to do, or a thing to remember. I like how it just lets my skin breathe. I did bronze. I have a little highlight on, but it looks good. I got so many compliments the night I wore it. I wore something else. What did I wear? I don't even think I used concealer the night before. Nobody said anything about my makeup, and I pretty much had the same look on. The next day when I had this on, they couldn't get enough. I'm so serious. I am in love with this. This is my new favorite. But enough rambling once again. I hope you enjoyed how, I guess, me explaining how I figured out how to use this. I hope you get to try it. I hope this changes things for you, because like I said, this is a really good price, and it's really a good product in my book. But with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.